Okay, a quick update on my P38 build. As you can see, I've got it mocked up on the display stand that I've made for it. I'm going to have two control lights for it, one for just the main lights and the other for the propellers. I'm going to be running the magnet wires down through a small hole that I've drilled right behind the tire here. That should hide things well enough. I'm going to try to position the craft so that the wires will basically just not even really be noticeable. I still have a lot of weathering to do. I still need to paint the props, but I'm liking the look of it right now. I still need to trim my fiber optics and make sure the formation and navigation lights and everything come through clearly. But so far, really nice. One thing I have learned on this build, regardless of your best intentions, even having these two motors up front and the weight of those, they're not a lot, but they're substantial. And then putting a lead fishing weight in the front of the main fuselage, that's still not enough weight to make the front of the aircraft front heavy. It still tips back, so I am making use of the piece that came with the kit to hold the plane up. But if I were to build this again, I would put lead weights beneath the motors in both places there, and I would use additional weight in the front of the main fuselage. I really was thinking that with just the one weight and the weight of the two motors, that would be sufficient to offset the tail, and it just is not by a long shot. So the rear of this model is very heavy, despite all the apparent mass that you've got on the front part of the model. So for those of you that haven't done this yet and are thinking about doing it, weigh down the front of your craft if you want it to sit that way. Otherwise it's just not going to do it no matter what you try to do. So that's where I am with that. So what I'm going to do now is kind of just put this one aside for a bit, because I really don't feel like painting the props and everything right now. But I will just give it one more show. There we go. Put that off. Okay. So that's running on 12 volts right now, and you can't see the formation lights because of the painting right now, but those are fine. And inside the canopy here, I've got my blinking control lights going. Pretty happy with that. Still really annoyed that I never noticed that the wing light was on the underside of the wing here, when every other airplane kit I've seen, the light is always on the leading edge of the wing. So another lost opportunity there, but it'll be okay. What'll be interesting is that with both of these power switches I have, these toggle switches, a blue and a yellow, those will end up kind of dynamically lighting the plane on this side. So I got that going for me, I guess. I'm still debating whether this bottom corner of the stand here, if I will make like a dirt area here, because this needs to just come up just a fraction to get the front to go down the rest of the way it needs to go down. It's very close. But to just make this little sand area there a turnout, and that the plane is kind of swung around as it's heading toward the main runway. So I may do that in this corner here, is just put some sand or turf or something down there, just kind of break up the monotony of the all asphalt stand as it is. Now what I did to make my asphalt, I found this online, nice little trick. So I just use spackling compound for doing drywall. It's the kind you don't have to mix, so it comes ready to serve out. And I'm going to be able to do quite a bit of roadway and asphalt with just this tub. With any of my aircraft builds that I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to probably do my C-47 next. I've had that on the shelf for a long time now, and with my XB-35 and with this, and eventually getting my Hinkle done that I still haven't gotten back to, I'm going to have some aircraft builds to display, so I'll do asphalt with them as well. So you see, after you let it kind of warm up for a bit, propellers are moving very, very well. Really good little build. Really enjoyed it so far. I wonder if I should get a Lazy Susan for this. Oh, nice aircraft. So there we go there. There's my P38 so far, and hopefully I'll have this done probably in another week or so. Bye-bye.